Hey guys, actually wait, hold on. Oh, that's really good coffee. Yeah, so we are now finished with 3 weeks of ABA, and let me tell you, this week has by far been Jonah's best week as far as the progress that he has made. And by progress, what do I mean? What do I mean by progress? So, one thing Jonah did this week was he was actually able to name the colors of Lego blocks as he was building a tower. Usually he'll just stack them up one on top of the other. Well, he's been learning colors through different programs, through preschool, through Gemini, through a lot of different things, but he's never verbalized them. And his therapist would had Legos, and he would hand Jonah a Lego, but he wouldn't let go. Jonah would try to take it, and his therapist would say the color as he would say it as Jonah was grabbing it. So then after a little bit, Jonah was actually able to say the color before his therapist would say it. So and then it finally worked into where Jonah would start building and then start saying the color as he was building without actually the therapist giving it to him. And it was amazing. I've never seen Jonah do that before. And it's like, I know that he knows how to do that, but I don't know how to get him to verbalize those type of things. And seeing that, it's just huge, you know? And another thing that happened was Jojo, you might have seen the video, but he learned to say tickles. And it was one of those things where one of the therapists came over and just started tickling him, and he wanted to have more tickles, and the therapist was able to prompt him to say tickles on his own without having to repeat it. He's getting really, really good at repeating things. Matter of fact, when his therapist is over and he's playing with his therapist, I would say he repeats 80 to 90% of all of the words that the therapist is saying, and it's incredible. There were, a few shortcomings this week that we're still working on. One of them is getting Jonah to say no thank you instead of, screaming or squealing in displeasure at something that he doesn't like. He understands the connotation of the word no. He can say the word no. I've heard him say no thank you, but he's a little bit stubborn and he doesn't like using it. He would rather do what he wants to do to express displeasure, and that is acting out. That's screaming, squealing, hitting, acting aggressive, things like that. So we're trying to work on giving him different tools to be able to express that in a more constructive manner. So 3 weeks in, and I've seen amazing progress. He's also been doing preschool, so there's a lot of structure that's going on right now in his life, and we're adding to that an extended day program on Monday, and that is an extra hour and a half of kids with just autism in his class. Right now there's only one other kid, and they're working on things that are fairly exclusive to autistic kids. So I'm interested to see how that goes. It is, it's another routine-based thing that gets him immersed with peers and working with other people, and I think it'll be really good for him. He definitely thrives on structured events and structured schedules, and this is what has been provided for the last several weeks, and so I think that's why we've been seeing so much growth. And I couldn't be more thrilled. So moving forward, we'll see how it goes as the days get colder and water and rain and all of that happens around here, and Jonah can't go outside anymore. He loves being outside, but we'll see if we can find some good indoor activities for him. So, all right, well, I hope you guys have a great week, great weekend, whatever it happens to be for you, and I will talk to you next time.